I come to speak about something very powerful today. Don't tune away. I come to talk about something that God prescribes. Don't tune away. I come to talk about something we all must learn, and especially for my people, African American people. Don't turn away. Welcome to the Foundation for Elevation Station. My name is Leon Meredith, and I come to speak about a four-letter word. And this four-letter word is a word so powerful, so potent, and it's immensely important to the existence of every human being going forward from now. If you watch me, and I thank you so much for attending this session. And this session is predicated on that word, four-letter word. It's not a curse word. It's called fast. F-A-S-T. It's something that's prescribed even today by our doctors, by a lot of spiritualists, a lot of holistic people. It's inspired by every version of every religious scripture, the script that you can find. And I'm speaking about it because I realize that so many people don't understand the intricacies of fasting. And I would like to relate a few today. Because currently, I'm doing a fast. And I'm about, what time is it? Wow. I'm about 45 hours in. Water, coffee, and tea. Limited sugar, not even a teaspoon to a whole cup of tea or a whole cup of water, not even a teaspoon. The point is to not to start the digestive system, because to digest food, it is the most strenuous thing that our body can do. Yeah, we could try to run a 26-mile marathon, and it doesn't compare with digesting a large meal. See, when we get the itis and we get real tired and we get ease, this the holiday season, and we lean back and we unbuckle those pants. Ladies, you want to, unbuckle that thing that's crushing your organs. Leave those alone anyway, my ladies. But when we feel real good and get tired after that substantial meal, that's our digestive system pulling blood from other places to fuel the process we call metabolism. Now, metabolism means to change. So when we eat food, different juices and enzymes, and it's a metabolic process that's going on called metabolism, and it's changing the food into other substances so it can be further digested and assimilated through our intestinal wall to go into our bloodstream. Now, this even what we call forever chemicals, which is a lot of bad stuff that we eat nowadays, but we just talking about fasting. So we do fasting to reset our system, to do a tune-up. Fasting is a tune-up that's prescribed in the religion I used to study. I studied and got in depth in a few religions, but one was called the Nation of Islam, and I did it, and I was wholehearted. And a practice that they do is to eat once a day. They wouldn't snack. They wouldn't eat a piece of candy. Well, it's prescribed that we didn't. So I didn't. I studied for quite a many years. And one of the things that they did was fast. Now, every day they fasted out of the 30-day period. Each month, they would eat once a day. Some of them would eat once every 2 days. Cool. You got the imagery. But it was prescribed as part of the Nation of Islam's teaching to do a 3-day fast once every month. So on a certain Thursday, I forget which one, they wouldn't eat for Thursday evening, Friday evening, and Saturday evening, and they would break their fast sometimes Sunday. And it was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This was prescribed in the 1930s and 40s and 50s. And what was told was that it would reset our system and get our bodies back in tune. I'm trying to remember the exact words because I just did it. It wasn't no in-depth understanding. I knew that it helped my body because I did it a few times and it was like, oh, that did more than help my body. That helped me conquer my anger issues and more. It just helped me be more of a mountain. I wasn't a rock anymore. I was a mountain, an immovable object. Straight up. That's one thing the fasting does. It helps you fortify your will. But another thing, this is what the doctors tell you, that we can, when we go through a fast and we reach over 48 hours, our body starts to reach for something to utilize. And if it don't have anything to utilize, it starts to grab what? Body fat. Woo! So if we learn the process of fasting, every time our body gets to a certain point of needing energy, it grabs body's fat. Cool. And another thing that fasting does is it preserves and leaves you with more lean muscle tissue. It's great. It's a great thing. And it in essence gets you to a point of ketosis. Now, ketosis is when you get to a point where your body uses the fat, as I spoke about a second ago. Another thing it does is to break down our oversensitivity to insulin. So if we go through a fasting process, because we overwork our pancreases in today's date and time in America, our pancreas gets overworked, and our insulin secretion, which are the soldiers of our bloodstream that marches glucose and sugar where it's supposed to go, it gets overworked and it doesn't operate effectively anymore. And some people are, known as type 1 diabetics, where it may be screwed up from birth. But usually the most of people, they induce and partake upon bad eating habits and make a type 2 diabetic situation. And it's just came out type 3. It's far out. Basically, when things you eat too much high fructose corn syrup in a lot of different products that's allowed to be sold in America, and the high fructose corn sugar goes around, just like with alcohol and different types of wine, it goes around the insulin and goes straight to the liver. But all this is another story, which gives us what's it called? Fatty liver disease. We die quicker eating all these fraudulent products. But it's great to learn how to fast, because you will turn everything over in your body. And it's another benefit. Once you get to 72 hours, you start to regenerate DNA processes. You regenerate your blood, and you start to reset the digestive system, your stomach. See, our stomach is what's known as the second brain. And I can get a bit technical, but I say that for my existence training course members. But I like to put a certain amount out here to the world, because it's very important that we understand that the things that we eating, the frequency of how we're eating, We're eating too much, too often. Then it's about what we're eating. So we're doing a combination of things that are shortening our lifespan. And this is one of the greatest reasons we must learn how to fast as people. Number one, it's two more reasons I wish to speak on. Number one, financial. If we learn how to fast, right, and we eat in that type of manner, like eating once a day or once and a half a day, automatically that multiplies how much money we save. Guess what? We have more money to do other things with. Isn't that enticing? Think about it. It's a beautiful thing to learn to fast. I say this out of my heart, even though I'm not just a person who researched this. I did. I lived this. Since 2005, I have been doing and practicing so many methods of how to eat, so many methods on how to improve the human condition based on exercise and fitness. And I came up with my own form of it. It's like I studied some of the best. I ate 6 times a day, bodybuilder stuff, 4 times a day, eating plentiful, wholesome meals. I tried a lot of things: keto diet, Mediterranean diet. I did a lot, and I found that it's very important to go back to basics. So that's what I propose for my people, every human being under my voice, under this trumpet. Let's take a step back and reassess our present situation. Oh, it gets deep. And I could talk, especially on this subject. Woo! I done went against some strong doctors and all that, and I go back to back. And one thing that I make clear to them, you can and to the spiritualists, holistic people, all people, all these masters, our people can't understand all this stuff, and most of our people don't have the readiness of a certain type of income to always go get ashwagandha root from here and buying the product from there. I like to be as basic and as possible with the things that are readily accessible to our communities. I think that so many movements are predicated on getting someone else some type of revenue stream that is ridiculous. It's like somebody always at the core of it, they want to find some way to create some type of psychological, physical, some type of damage that needs to be fixed. They want to create some type of dependency that you need to go over there now. It's like, oh, this is why you need me. I want to get and help people to understand themselves and master themselves. That's all the reason I'm here. And to learn how to fast is one. Is this stuff valuable? Immensely. Just this video right here is just worth so much. You should let your children watch it. You should let your children watch more than a few of my videos. It'll help your children be greater human beings. But nah, your ego and nah, I ain't gonna, I ain't finna, forget him. That's something, ain't it? Maybe you are letting your children watch it, and God and the universe is just concealing that from me. It's all right. I can hold it up, because for me, all I understand is it's just me and God at this point. I don't even know of one person looking at this video. Not at this point. But I want to say I love you because I know in due time, somebody is going to watch it. And somebody going to tell me, hey, Leon Meredith, Lieutenant of God, some of those things you said in the video really changed the course of my existence. And I appreciate you. You were making me realize that I am great and I am God's child. Therefore, I am able to do everything at some point that I believe God is able to do. So let me get to it. And I would say thank you. You are so welcome, and I am so happy to serve you and help humanity step onto the next ledge of human development as a whole. Let's step up. Turn your click up. I want to say I love you and peace.